Hey everyone, it's AJ and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my sister Sarah and I are making videos about journaling, stationery, and art, and we are currently in the middle of preparing for our art shop launch. This video is part 2 of a series that we're making as part of the lead up to our launch in October. If you haven't watched part 1, I briefly went over some details of how Nookends was created, a little bit about us, the type of brand that we want to create, and all the products that we want to launch with. Also a little bit into the character development of our characters based on our real life pets, Mello, Mira, and Emmy. In part 2, we'll dive a bit deeper into the actual product development and execution of the products. We have set our art shop launch to be in the beginning of October, so we have lots of work to get done in preparation for it. We've been using Notion to organize our shop launch deliverables and as a place to organize ideas and key dates. When it came to the type of products that we wanted to make, it was very clear from the start that we wanted to make things that we would personally love using and things that would make our love for our hobby of journaling more enjoyable and motivating to do. The one very obvious product that me and Sarah very quickly aligned on were to make planner stickers that we could see ourselves using every day. We have other products that we plan to have as part of the launch, but for the sake of this video, I'll be focusing on how we've been developing these planner stickers because they'll be the main product line of the launch. As for some guidelines for the planner sheets, we wanted themes that could cover a variety of things from moods, hobbies, activities, and miscellaneous things that would just add some flair to a page. The brainstorming phase came pretty easy to us because there was a plethora of themes that we could think of. For the planner sheets, we wanted to offer plenty of repeating designs so the sheet would last a long time and there would be many designs to choose from. And also because we're manufacturing these at home, we wanted a size where we could easily print 4 on one sheet of sticker paper. Designing the stickers themselves was a lot of fun. We thought of themes that would easily apply to an everyday lifestyle and designs that we could see ourselves using either every day or fairly frequently. Our main characters, Emmy, Mello, and Mira, are featured in the designs doing different activities and expressing their moods, and we hopefully want to expand this to include new characters later down the line. But aside from characters, we also want to include designs that were generic and neutral because we know not everyone can relate to our pets like we do. Once we decided on the first dozen themes, I start by listing out a ton of different designs relating to that theme, and then I would pick my favorite 7 out of the bunch. And I would do this for each theme. I've been using my iPad Pro and Procreate to draw the stickers on a square canvas at a large resolution because when they're shrunk down to size, they'll be nice and crisp. Normally, when I'm first starting off with drawing a particular design, I'll sketch it out really roughly to get the idea, and then I'll go in with a good copy line layer, followed by some color layers, and then finally a shadow layer. I recently did a redraw of some of our older designs, and I can confidently say that there was a big improvement between the before and after. I then repeated that same process across all 7 designs until all of them were fully rendered, and they looked cohesive as a whole set. Here's a quick preview of all the designs from the food sheet. Then after finalizing the design, I'll export each sticker individually and send it to my PC to do the rest of the editing. I like using this app called Local Send, so I can easily export things from my iPad to my PC. And once that's done, we can switch gears. We use Figma to organize a bunch of our social assets, like thumbnails for our videos and reels, but also we have a section over here where we put all of our sticker sheets. So with the designs that I exported from Procreate, I can easily create a new sheet and then construct it by putting the designs in, then duplicating it to fill the row. I'll repeat this for all 7 designs until the whole sheet is full. We separate each sheet into individual layers, so it's easy to import into the next step of the process, which is the print and cut job. I bought a Caesar Juliet earlier this year and have been tweaking and testing cutting the stickers out with it. The software that it uses is called Leonardo Design Studio, and it's a program that you can use to essentially lay out the sticker design and the backing as 2 separate layers, kind of what I was talking about earlier with Figma. And then you can tell the machine how to cut each layer, whether that be kiss cut or die cut, and you can even specify the amount of force that it uses and the speed at which it cuts. We sized the sheets so it would fit 4, just barely within the confines of the print area, and then printed the stickers onto sticker paper. Switching over here, I store all of my sticker paper and laminates in this IKEA organizer. It's been really nice to separate the different types from matte and glossy, and it makes it really easy to go in and out of to grab the material that I need. We've decided to use a sticker paper with a more papery texture and not the vinyl type because we want the planner stickers to be really thin when you put it into a journal. And with vinyl stickers, we found that it didn't really achieve the feel that we were looking for because we wanted to lean more towards the more papery and organic look to it, so it would blend really nicely in a journal. I also bought this Canon printer this year, and it's been printing really well so far, and the colors are coming out really vibrant and saturated, so I'm really happy about that. When they come out of the printer, they look like this, and normally with stickers, we'll laminate them, but with our planner stickers, we made the conscious decision to leave them unlaminated because we didn't want them to add bulk to a planner. And also because lamination wasn't necessary because they won't be on a water bottle or an iPad cover, for instance, and they wouldn't really need that extra protection. So from here, I'll load this into my Caesar Juliet to be cut. This is where I go back to LDS and set up the settings for it to be cut. The Caesar has been a total game changer when it comes to making stickers at home. I always thought it was a pretty daunting task to make stickers at home, but this machine makes the task super simple and straightforward. And within a minute or two, I have a fully cut out page consisting of 4 individual sticker sheets. And when we're journaling, it's really nice to pop this out of the organizer that it's in and just use it to add a pop of color and design, or even add a more contextual element to an otherwise boring journal spread. Making our products and researching the materials to use for each component for the sticker paper and laminate was a tedious process because we wanted a very specific look and feel for our stickers, and we wanted to make sure that they were at a level of quality that we'd be happy and proud of. We'll be using this exact same process to make our vinyl stickers, our postcards, and other things in the future. And finally, after removing the sheets from the mat, we now have 4 identical sticker sheets, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. I love the size that we chose for our sheets because they're really easy to store in a variety of places. I personally like storing my stickers in various places because you never know when you may need it. So for example, I'll put a couple in my journal bag. I also did a video about what I have in this bag. I'll also put some in my toolbox on my desk here. And then lastly, I have this clear Muji organizer on my craft table for when I do some journaling there. After printing a bunch of sticker sheets, I'll usually store them in this container that I keep in another IKEA organizer, so it's easy to access. As part of the R&D of figuring out the materials and processes, we went through a pretty rigorous testing cycle of ordering a bunch of different sticker paper and laminates, testing how they felt together, and how the resulting sticker felt in the hand or on our personal items. If you haven't seen it yet, Sarah did an extensive video where she compared a variety of different brands of vinyl sticker paper to see which performed the best when it came to print quality, thickness, durability, waterproofing, and more. And it goes to show how much thought we put into choosing the best type of paper for the stickers that we want to sell. Similarly, we tested a whole range of laminates from different surface textures, matte, glossy, soft touch, also in varying thicknesses, so we can see how the resulting sticker felt when the laminate was applied onto the sticker. We also tried laminates that had different application methods, whether that be thermal or self-adhesive. This was probably the most challenging part of the process because we had to stress test it under a whole lot of different conditions. One example is putting the stickers onto our water bottles to see how it stuck onto more porous surfaces and how well it stayed after a longer duration of time. The combined thickness of the paper and laminate was very important to us because we wanted to make sure our stickers could be used anywhere without fear that they peel off. We also wanted to choose a laminate that was very durable when it came to being on things like iPad covers, phone cases, and more. For me and Sarah, this was the most time-consuming part of the whole process because we had to test a lot of different combinations of laminate and paper to see which performed the best overall. It wouldn't be a behind the scenes video if I also didn't show you guys the numerous failures when it came to printing, cutting, and laminating. It was all part of the learning experience, and we learned a ton about the materials that we were working with, the equipment and all its quirks, and just how long everything took to make since we were doing everything by hand at home. Every little part of the process affected the total time to produce the actual products, so we had a lot of trial and error to figure out what worked best for us. And we're happy to say after all of this testing that we finally found a combination that we're very happy about. We want this official launch to feel exciting and big, but we also want to make sure that we stay realistic and at the forefront, make sure that it's manageable for us since we're making all these products at home. We want it to be able to stand up on its own and feel holistic and cohesive, and it's okay if we don't get everything that we wanted to in the launch because we plan on building onto it with every shop launch. We plan to introduce more cool products and expanding on what we have as well, and that's the beauty of this all, is that we can determine what we're comfortable with and make the things that we love. We want to make sure that we keep these things at the forefront as we navigate through running this business. We'd love to know if there are products that you'd be interested in seeing in a future shop launch. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look into the execution of the products. We're so excited to get them into your hands very soon. Some very exciting news that we have is we'll be doing some giveaways in September, so be on the lookout for those across our social medias very soon. In the final part of the series next month, it'll be more on the behind the scenes about putting the final touches on the products, how we take our product photos, setting up our online storefront, how we're thinking about packaging, and more. If you're interested in knowing more details about the launch, you can sign up for our newsletter at milkhands.com to be the first to be notified when we launch. Thank you so much for all the support so far. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers on the channel, so we're very happy that you guys found us. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, and we'd love if you could also subscribe to our channel. We made this channel to document our journey to launching this art shop, but at a grander scale, we just wanted to foster a community of other fellow creatives and journalers to create a space where we can share our love for the same hobbies. The launch is coming up very quickly and we have a lot of work to do, so stay tuned to get more updates as we approach the launch day. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys all next week. Bye!